Alright guys, welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I want to give you guys an update on what is exactly happening right now with, of course, Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency market. There is, in fact, a fair few charts as usual that I want to show you guys. And I am here to tell you guys right now that 2025 will be an amazing year for Bitcoin and crypto overall. Right, we know a bull run is coming. We are in fact about to enter the next, cycle, the next bull cycle, and next year, 2025 will be that year, just like what we saw back in 2021 to 2017. Right, those years were amazing for Bitcoin and crypto. The same thing's going to happen for the year 2025. So be ready for that. And yes, today I do in fact want to be talking about the 2025 all-time high for Bitcoin. So stay tuned for that. So let me just show you guys what is happening right now with, of course, Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is actually having a slight pump back up to the upside, okay? Just below $59,000 right now, 58,900. So yes, it's clear to see Bitcoin, okay, is slightly bouncing back up to the upside. Okay, yesterday we saw Bitcoin, I think it was around $58,000 or 57, somewhere around there. But today it is slightly up, right? So that's just clearly see Bitcoin is still continuing to consolidate. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, still holding very, very strong at this level, right? Yasin's clearly see that right now for Bitcoin. Now for Ethereum, okay, still continuing to consolidate as well, sitting at $2.5 thousand today, which is great to see for Ethereum. Yesterday was around $2.4 thousand. Now today's at 2.5, so that's great to see for ETH. Okay, it really, really is. The crypto market tonight, okay, global crypto market cap still sitting above 2 trillion, which is always amazing to see. Market tonight is up slightly, okay, 1.5% past 24 hours. We're not seeing huge movements for Bitcoin or even Ethereum, okay, but other altcoins, okay, like BNB, XRP, even Litecoin, right, I saw earlier 4%. So Litecoin's pumping, even Uniswap. Some altcoins are pumping, but some are in fact not really moving tonight, okay? So we're not seeing huge movements right now for the cryptocurrency market, guys, okay? But I am here to tell you guys right now, it's all about patience, right? It is in fact the month of September. We know September is one of the most bearish months for Bitcoin, right? So I've been telling you guys many times that I'm expecting Bitcoin this month in September to not really move as much. In fact, I'm expecting to see more corrections back down to the downside, because we know how bearish September is. Usually September is very, very bearish, okay? And honestly, it's one of the most bearish times for Bitcoin, okay? And that's why I'm expecting Bitcoin to have corrections and crashes short term, in the next few days, even the next few weeks, right? But yeah, let's get into these charts, starting off with this one. So yes, speaking about September, September is a bearish month, okay? So it says here, actually, right, we all know Bitcoin has been stuck in a long consolidation phase for the past few months. The sideways PA began in March and still ongoing. But what if I told you we saw a similar pattern last year? Back then, the consolidation also started in March, and by September, the price began to recover. Over the next 7 months, Bitcoin's price pumped by 195%. Will September be the turning point again? I mean, we will see, but honestly, I highly doubt it. I really do believe that this month, especially in the next upcoming few days, few weeks, we will most likely see corrections coming for Bitcoin. Okay, usually September is a pretty bearish month, right? I've been telling us that many, many times. Okay, but we will see. Maybe this time around it could be different, right? Maybe this time around we could potentially see a green month for the first time, okay, in years. We will see, guys. But okay, Bitcoin back in 2016, okay, versus where it is right now in 2024, it's very, very similar. You guys can clearly see that, right? It is very, very similar. Okay, we did in fact see back in 2016, Bitcoin was in fact in this consolidation phase right here. You guys can clearly see that, and it did in fact have a breakout, right? And the same exact thing is happening right now. Bitcoin is in fact in this consolidation phase ever since March, right, to where we are right now. We know back in March, a couple months back, we did actually see Bitcoin reaching a new high above $73,000, and ever since then, it has in fact been in this consolidation phase, right? One of the longest consolidation phases and patterns in Bitcoin history, honestly, right? It really, really is. So will this change, right? Will this be similar to what it did back in 2016? Because we did in fact see a break, and I told you guys, right, once we actually see Bitcoin breaking this resistance, it will reach higher, okay? And it will reach 6 figs, just like where this chart is in fact showing us here, that Bitcoin has the potential to reach at least $100,000 towards the end of this year in 2024, right? And let me show you guys this, right? Bitcoin, okay, on the road, right? It's on the way to $110,000. So you guys can clearly see cup and handle pattern is still in play, right? A bit more patience. The last quarter of the year is going to be epic, and that's very, very true. Usually this is a pretty bullish pattern, you know, the cup and handle pattern, and yeah, the target over 6 figs, right? Over $100,000, $110,000. So be prepared for that, you guys. Okay, it's going to be an amazing time for Bitcoin. But yes, the bull run, okay, the real bull market has not even started. So yeah, since clearly see, we are here. Okay, we haven't seen anything yet for Bitcoin. You know, the bull market hasn't even started yet, guys. Please understand that. You know, I feel like a lot of people think, okay, the bull market is over. You know, when we saw a couple months ago, you know, back in March, Bitcoin reaching, you know, a new high above $73,000, and ever since then, it's had a correction back down to the downside to, you know, the 60K level to even the 50K level. A lot of people think the bull market's over. That's it. But no, guys, it is not over. Understand, it's a 4-year cycle. So understand, next year, 2025, is in fact going to be the bull market, the bull cycle. We will be in a bull run next year in 2025. Please understand that, guys. Like I said, just like we saw it back in 2021, 2017, you know, those years were amazing for Bitcoin. The same thing is going to be happening for 2025, right? So understand, guys, we haven't seen anything yet for Bitcoin. The bull market hasn't even started yet. This is literally just the beginning, just like what this chart is in fact showing us here, right? Yassin's clearly see that we haven't even seen the top yet. And soon enough, obviously in 2025, we'll in fact see a top for Bitcoin, right? So understand, Bitcoin is in the final phase of accumulation before parabolic movements. Okay, so you guys can clearly see time is ticking right now. We really have, honestly, a month left to really buy as much Bitcoin as we possibly can at these low prices, because I told you guys, September, yes, it's a bearish month. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to not really move the next upcoming, you know, few weeks and whatnot, right? Throughout this month in September. But understand, once October rolls around, November and December, especially October, that's when things will change for Bitcoin, because that is when, guys, I truly do believe, you know, Bitcoin will reach back up to its previous highs of 73K and reach a new high, because October is one of the most bullish months for Bitcoin, right? So understand, guys, a parabolic movement is coming for Bitcoin. So be ready for that. And that's going to lead Bitcoin to obviously a new high of at least, you know, 80K, 90K, and of course $100,000 and beyond. Be ready for that, you guys, because it's about to happen, right? We will in fact see a parabolic movement, and obviously when we see this parabolic movement happening, there will be a lot of FOMO, especially, you know, retail investors. They will FOMO into Bitcoin, right? This always happens every single time we enter a bull run, a new bull cycle. We always see FOMO every single time. Okay, so this time it's going to be no different. We're going to see a lot of FOMO, guys. Okay, so be ready for this parabolic movement coming for Bitcoin. But yes, this is the chart that I really wanted to show you guys. Okay, Bitcoin, okay, 2025 all-time high. And a lot of people are in fact wondering, what is going to be the top for Bitcoin? You know, what is the 2025 all-time high going to be for Bitcoin? Now, personally, okay, I think, and I told you guys this many, many times, and I'm going to say it again, okay, personally, my price prediction for Bitcoin for the 2025 all-time high is going to be around $200,000 to $250,000, right? To maybe even $280,000, 300K and beyond. I really do believe these price targets are very, very possible for Bitcoin next year in 2025. So I do believe, yes, $200,000 is possible, $250,000 is possible, 280 to 300K and beyond. Okay, I really, really do believe these prices are very, very possible for Bitcoin. And yeah, since clearly looking at this chart, every single time we have, the Bitcoin halving event, we always see a rally. Every single time, we always enter a bull run right after. Now, obviously, it doesn't happen straight away, right? Yeah, since clearly see that throughout Bitcoin history. Every single time we had our first halving, okay, our second halving, our third halving, yeah, since clearly see, yes, a bull run does occur right after it, but it doesn't happen straight away. It happens like in the next few weeks, even the next few months. So understand, Bitcoin is still on track, right? Even though it's still consolidating in this consolidation phase right now, but understand, very, very soon, it's going to pump, right? A bull run is coming, and that's why I really do believe once October rolls around, that's when things will change for Bitcoin. It's going to pump because October is a very, very bullish month for Bitcoin. Okay, it really, really is. So guys, get ready. Bitcoin 2025 all-time high. Get ready for that. And maybe, you guys can let me know in the comments down below, what is your personal price prediction for Bitcoin's 2025 all-time high? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know. Okay, but I personally think it's going to be 200K to 250 to 300K and beyond. I think this is very, very possible, right? We will see. But yes, just like what the chart is in fact showing us here, 200K to 300K, 400K, even 500K. Okay, now do I think 400K, 500K are possible? It can happen. Okay, I'm 50-50 on 500K. Honestly, guys, as much as I am like bullish on Bitcoin, $500,000 per Bitcoin in the next bull cycle, I'm 50-50 on it. But understand, 200K, 300K, even potentially 400K, these price targets are very, very possible. That's what I'm keeping my eye on for Bitcoin for the 2025 all-time high, right? So 2014 to 2017, yeah, since clearly see it was in fact an amazing year, okay, for Bitcoin, especially in 2017 when we saw that bull run, right? So yeah, since clearly see it's very, very similar, right? What happened in 2014 and 2017 is very, very similar to what's happening right now in 2022 and of course 2025, right? So understand it's going to be very, very similar. Okay, and these price targets right here, guys. Okay, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, even $500,000. It could happen for Bitcoin for the 2025 all-time high at the top, right? So we will see about that. Okay, it's going to be an amazing time for Bitcoin. It's going to be history, right? History in the making. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end tonight's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I will keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin. But right now, yeah, Bitcoin, okay, 58,900. So still holding very, very strong at these levels. Okay, still pretty much consolidating, right? You guys can clearly see that. So it's still holding very, very well. But I will keep you guys updated. But I'm expecting Bitcoin to have corrections back down to the downside because it is September, and September is one of the most bearish times for Bitcoin. So yes, I'm expecting Bitcoin to drop even more. Okay, I'm not expecting huge movements right now for Bitcoin. I mean, things could change, this time around, but I highly doubt it. Okay, so that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.